Questions and comments. Questions et commentaires. The honourable member for Battle River Crowfoot.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the honourable colleague's speech, and he touched on a number of important points, and there's been a number of Conservative speeches over the last a couple of hours that have emphasized a couple of very, very important things. One specific and unprecedented thing I would suggest is twofold. One, opposition parties and the majority of parliamentarians are united in the fact that the actions of this government are contemptuous. And second is that this is once again a demonstration of how seriously how serious the need to ensure that government is accountable. All aspects, agencies, and institutions of government are accountable to Parliament and what is the supremacy of Parliament within our democratic system. Two unprecedented things that have been demonstrated here today. I'd ask the Speaker to comment about how it's so unfortunate to see the Liberals using this as an opportunity to try and play politics, to pivot away from how they have been found in such contempt of Canadian democracy.
The honourable member for Barrie Innisfil.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank my honourable colleague for his statement and his question. You know, I really, and the member from Wellington, Halton Hills, I think said it best. It's up to all of us to protect those institutions, those democratic institutions that we hold so dear, Parliament being one of them, obviously. And we've seen, as I said earlier in my speech, a systemic pattern of what I would quite frankly call abuse on the part of the government in terms of the parliamentary privilege of the members of Parliament. We've seen over and over in committees, we've seen in Parliament, you know, where we've seen prorogation of Parliament to take the heat off of them for a pretty significant issue that was happening with respect to the WE scandal. So it's incumbent upon all of us to protect this institution, and we do so because we are privileged to sit in this place, Mr. Speaker, and I've said it many times, and I feel this way as the critic for Veterans Affairs and in all that I am as a Canadian, that there have been lives that have been lost, blood that has been spilled, families that have been decimated by war, to allow us the privilege to sit in this place, Mr. Speaker, and we must defend it, as they did.